for someone that would like a dynamite, buds busted gourmet burger. I'm going to show you the ingredients now. What we're going to put in it is Cavender's all-purpose Greek seasoning. We may use some Sid's Sure Shot gunpowder seasoning. We're going to use 1 cup of the Hormel's real crumbled bacon. We're going to use 1 onion about the size of a baseball, but grated fine, chopped fine. We're going to use about 2 pounds of ground chuck. I usually buy mine in the roll, 10-pound roll, but this is 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds, somewhere in that neighborhood, 2 1/4. And in the Greek seasoning, we'll probably use 2 tablespoons of it. Probably 1 tablespoon per pound would be how you would measure it. And if we use the Sid's Sure Shot gunpowder seasoning, we will probably use 2 tablespoons of it and 1 tablespoon of the Cavender's. Give it a delicious flavor. The Sid's will give it more of a smoked burger flavor. But this is dynamic ingredients. You can top it off with your cheese or whatever suits your fancy. But let's go ahead and mix it up. We're going to throw one on the George Foreman and see how it comes out. First, we're going to start out with the Cavender's. We're going to mix it into the onions and stir them up real well. Okay, then we're going to take and mix the ground beef and the onions together. We're going to break the ground beef up because we want a good mixture of the ground beef and the onions with the seasoning in it. Now we'll start mixing it. Naturally, you know, sometimes the ground beef is kind of chunked together, so we have to kind of break it up to make sure that the onions go all the way through with the seasoning and the flavor. And my assistant that is doing the mixing today is my grandson David. Okay, now we have the onions with the seasoning mixed into the burgers. Pretty good. They're looking good. Now we're going to add 3/4 cup of the ground bacon, the Hormel's crumbled bacon. We add that in, and then we will go ahead and continue to mix the bacon bits into the burger. And one thing about the bacon bits, they're smoke dried, and as that burger starts to, the juice from the burger and the onion starts to release, it'll cause those bacon bits to come alive for a dynamic flavor. Make sure it's mixed good because you want it to basically be even all the way through. Now this is just 2 tablespoons of the Cavender's Greek seasoning, 3/4 cup of the bacon bits, the Hormel. We also have 2 1/4 pounds of the ground chuck. Mix thoroughly. Now we better go ahead and get George ready because this is looking good. Okay, now we'll get us make us up a burger and take him to the George Foreman. what I'll do is just get me a nice hunk, and I call these freeform burgers. And this is the older George Foreman, so anybody that feels that I need a new one, help me out. We'll set it right on the George Foreman. All right, now we're gonna check out this George and see what's going on. Now that burger's looking good. George is cooking fine. We'll go taste a little bit and see just how it's done. See how it tastes. Now that is a delicious gourmet burger. You owe it to yourself to make one of those. If I must say, the finished product of these burgers are awesome. I believe the Sid's gunpowder seasoning tops out when used with the Cavenders. And the onions keep the juicy flavor in them. So you try that recipe and come back and give me a comment and let me know what you think about it. Sid's gunpowder seasoning plus the Cavender's Greek seasoning. Talk with you later. Enjoy.